Hi, everybody. We are going to get started. Just 1 second here. All right. Hi, good afternoon. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rachel Searing. I am the Denver brand ambassador for Happy Family Organics. I've been with Happy Family for almost 6 years now as the Denver regional community manager. So today I'm excited to be with you. We've been here all week and sharing a lot of information in our booth, but we're excited to be live today on the main stage with the Prego Expo. We love connecting with new moms. We have so much information to share and so many resources. So we've got about a 20-minute presentation right now. And then right at 11 o'clock Pacific time, we're going to move to the booth. So I'll be live in the booth for about a half an hour where I can answer questions and kind of live chat in there with you. We also in our booth towards the right about 11:30 Pacific time, we will be announcing our winner for we have a wonderful gift box giveaway we're going to be sending directly to one of you lucky mamas. So if you want to, when we're done with our presentation here in about 20 minutes, hop on over to our booth and we're going to share some information there and then announce our big winner. So a lot of the products you see on the table today are things we're going to ship right to your house. So it's a really great starter pack, get you going with some Happy Family products. So just to give you a little bit of information about Happy Family launched back on Mother's Day in 2006. So we're almost 15 years old. Our goal was to change the trajectory of children's health through nutrition. And we really live those values every single day in the products that we put out for your babies and your toddlers as they grow. And then also all the support that we provide to parents in the community that we are creating within our Happy Parents. So I'm going to go through some of our products. Along the way, I'm going to share some information with you on some tips for starting solids. And again, if you have any questions, head on over to the booth after this, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that come up. So we're going to start over here with our Clearly Crafted line. These are all some of your first foods that you're going to be looking at as you start solids. I'm going to just scoot this out of the way for a second. One of the best things about Happy Family is that we mark all the ages and stages on our products. We make it really easy for you. We do that through the Clearly Crafted line and also into our Happy Snacking line. So a lot of times as you are getting ready to start solids, you're going to be looking at either a puree, a jar or a pouch, or a cereal. Our jars are marked for stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 1 will be one simple ingredient. And if you look at this as you're kind of moving the jar back and forth, it's a very, very watery, runny consistency. So when your baby is starting solids, they have been existing on formula or breast milk up until this point. They're used to very watery consistencies and that feeling in their mouth. So this kind of mimics that consistency, but it's starting to bring in some different flavors and different tastes. Happy Family is all 100% certified organic all the way through the line. And we're really big on that. We really believe in enlightened nutrition and providing a variety of superfoods and super ingredients and different things that can help your baby, help their brain grow and their mind grow and help kind of along that journey as they are exploring and growing. And so much is happening in the first couple years of your baby's life. So everything is certified organic. And then I'll talk about some of the enlightened nutrition that we build in the products as we go. So you've got a stage 1 jar. This one is green beans. When you're first starting to feed your baby solids, you want to, first of all, make sure your baby is not hangry, as we like to call it. These are all new skills your baby's trying to learn. You're introducing spoons and new flavors and new colors and new textures. So you want your baby to be happy and calm. And you want to be happy and calm while you're doing this. So we always recommend start off with a little bit of formula or milk, breast milk, feed them a little bit so that those hunger pains are gone, and then start to introduce these. And some pediatricians say that it can take between 10 and 15 times of introducing the food to your baby before they accept it. So don't get discouraged. If you put a little bit of green beans on a spoon and feed it to your baby and they're turning their face, or you might get it spit back out at you. There's a lot of outcomes that can happen, but don't get discouraged. These have resealable jars. The pouches have a resealable cap. You can put the cap back on it, put it back in the refrigerator for a day or two, and then try it again. Try it later that night, try it the next day, and keep trying it. Don't just give up on green beans, but you want to keep, have some persistence and keep trying it. So once you try the green beans, you're going to give it to your baby. You're going to put a little bit on their spoon, let them hold the spoon in their mouth a little bit. You can give them their own spoon to play with on the high chair, but have fun with it. And then once you give them the first bite of this and you feed it to them for a day or so, you want to wait 2 to 3 days before you introduce another food. And what you're really doing in this period of time is making sure that your baby's not going to have any reactions to the food that you're giving them. So you want to watch for things like a rash, diarrhea, diaper rash. If you don't see any of that, or you don't think it's directly related to the food, after a couple days, you can move on to the next ingredient. So after green beans, you can move on over to the carrots and try the carrots. And that's all through stage 1. You kind of work all the way through the rainbow and introduce all the foods that way. Once you move over to stage 2, we've again marked this on 6 months and up, stage 2. Our stage 2 jars and pouches are all 2 or more ingredients. So now we've mixed, in this one is bananas and strawberries. So you would want to make sure that you've introduced at least one of these ingredients to your baby, and then you can introduce the second one in the jar. And then same thing, you wait a couple days and make sure there's no reaction. Our pouches, so this is part of our Clearly Crafted line. We were the first company to do the see-through panel. So you can see right through this and you can see exactly the beautiful color that's shining through. This one is apples and guavas and beets, which is an amazing combination of flavors for your little one. And this is where we start to talk about some of that enlightened nutrition. So when you're feeding your baby or you're cooking at home, you're probably not really, maybe you are. I don't cook with beets a lot. I don't really have a lot of opportunity to introduce a beet to my baby. Or a guava, even for that matter. So you can get something like this and start introducing some different ingredients. And what you're really doing in the first 2 years is expanding your baby's palate. And you're opening up their flavor taste to a lot of different ingredients. So down the line, when you introduce spinach or kale or a main dish with regular green beans, they've already had the flavor. They're already used to it. They like it. And they're going to be much more accepting of these foods down the line. On the back of our pouch, we also include the recipe. So that's really interesting. You can see exactly what combination will go in this. And our jars and pouches all have 0 added sugar. So they're just naturally sweetened with the fruits and the vegetables that we use in the pouch and the jar. Our cereal is another great option for first foods. And there's some debate. It goes back and forth whether you want to start with a cereal or start with a fruit puree. There's no right or wrong. You can start with either. But the same thing with the cereal. When you're first starting, first of all, keep in mind that your baby's tummy is very tiny, so they're only going to take a little bit. You don't want to make a huge bowl of this. And you want to make the consistency to be watery and runny at the beginning. So again, your baby's used to either the purees or breast milk or formula, and you want to make sure that you are mimicking that texture with them to start. So this is our Clearly Crafted oatmeal baby cereal. It's a single grain. It's fortified with iron, which is very important for your baby. And you'll start off with just a little bit, mix it with either breast milk or formula, and introduce it to your baby. And then over time, as they start to become more comfortable with thicker progression, texture progression, you can make this thicker and thicker and thicker by mixing it with water, a little bit less water, breast milk, or formula. We also have some moms who like to mix in a pouch. So this one is bananas, sweet potatoes, and papayas. So now you're creating kind of a fruit-flavored oatmeal for your baby and making breakfast a little more interesting for them. We also have a cereal, which is oats and quinoa. So that would be the second one. You want to start with a single grain. Once you've introduced the oats, the next step up would be the oats and the quinoa right here. And quinoa is one of those whole grain proteins that we talk about in our enlightened nutrition. So this helps keep your baby feel satisfied longer with the quinoa. So that's our cereal. That's a lot of our starting solids line. we're really excited about these this year, Mama. Something for you, something for Mom finally. So these are our lactation cookies. These are available on Amazon. They include 10 individually wrapped cookies inside. They're all obviously completely organic. This one's chocolate, oats, and sea salt, and this one is a cinnamon and oat, and they're both amazingly delicious. These are great for on the go. You can throw them in your diaper bag, keep a few in your car. So as you're traveling around and you get hungry, you have a nice little boost for you. These were actually developed in conjunction with our lactation consultants that we work with directly at Happy Family. And we have included things like DHA, which is very important for your baby's brain and eye development. So as you're eating these, you're breastfeeding, your baby's getting the benefits of the DHA, iron, folic acid, biotin. This is just a really nice nutrition boost for you to help support you while you're supporting your baby through breastfeeding. So our lactation consultants, that brings me to a really important point. One of the best things about Happy Family is how much support we offer for new parents. And on our website, there's a link on our website, and if you come over to our booth, I'll post a link in there too. But we have a really amazing mentor chat line where you can get online and you can live chat 7 days a week for free, completely confidential, with our lactation consultants, our happy baby experts, nutritionists. They're all moms themselves. And they're really there for any questions you have about breastfeeding, supply, latching, picky eaters, transferring into solids. Is my baby getting enough? What's a good position? They are amazing. They have so much knowledge among them. And it's just what a nice resource to be able to get online and have your questions answered by a professional as opposed to Googling it or asking your mom, who might, have not done this in 30 or 40 years. So it's something that I wish had been around. I had a lot of questions. I had a lot of trouble breastfeeding at the beginning. I really wish that a service like that had been around when I was bringing up my little baby. So I encourage you to use it. There's a link on our website. That also brings me to a couple other points about our website. We have a ton of resources on our Learning Resource Center, and you can find recipes, meal planners. We have a full allergen chart. So if you're looking, a lot of our products are gluten-free and dairy-free, but if you're looking for specific ingredients, you want to, take out the mangoes, you want to screen out oats, you can screen by kosher products. We have just a ton of ways that you can search for our products on there. And then articles, just a lot of articles written by professionals, nurses, doctors. You can pretty much find answers to all your questions on there. In addition to that, we have a really nice community on Facebook that I want to invite you to. It's called our Happy Parents Community. It's a newer and growing group. We've got a ton of parents in there with kids in stages of all ages. We've got moms, dads, grandparents, foster parents, everything you can imagine. It's called Happy Parents by Facebook, Happy Parents Community on Facebook. And you also get some behind the scenes access to our brand and some exclusive offers on there. So please come join it. We love to welcome new moms, especially from the Prego Expo. So we really encourage you to come find us on Facebook. Okay, so I'm going to move into some of our happy snacks now. These are our happy baby snacks. Similar to our Clearly Crafted line, we mark the stage on every one of these products in the upper corner. We also include information like this one is gluten-free, this one is made with ancient grains, which is another one of those enlightened ingredients that we use throughout our product line. But these have been around, our teethers have been around forever. These are awesome. They're individually packaged. There's 2 long oval-shaped wafers in here. All of these baby snacks will actually dissolve in your baby's mouth. So they don't have to have teeth to use these products. But as you've moved through some of these progressions and now they're ready to start snacking and for more solid foods, these are a nice option. So these allow your baby to kind of put them on those gums as they're teething and cutting teeth on the bottom and the back. They can just kind of like suck on it, gum it a little bit. A lot of times you'll see the babies kind of pull it out and look at it and put it back in and inspect it, and that's all good. They don't have to have teeth for these. They can kind of gum it, swallow it. But these bring a lot of relief to their poor gums as they're going along. And then these are new this year, our teether crackers. So these also come individually packaged. These are more like little round wafers. There's 2 to a package. This is strawberry and beet flavor, and then there's a banana and mango flavor. And same thing. So now these are for crawling babies. This is kind of the next step up from the sitting baby. But these are really great for on the go. Keep a couple in your car. Take a box from the grandma's house if they go and visit over there. It's just nice to have individually wrapped snacks ready to go. Some signs your baby's ready for starting solids. Things like being able to sit up unassisted in their high chair, hold their head up, push up, crawl without their tummy touching the ground. And also just showing interest. So if your baby is kind of tracking your spoon as you're going from your plate to your mouth, reaching out as you're eating, reaching out for what you're trying, or just looking and kind of watching and seeing what you're doing. Those are all really great signs. Typically, this all happens right around 6 months, but every baby's different. So some might be ready a little sooner, some might be ready a little bit later. We always recommend talking to your pediatrician, and especially when you're snacking, we always recommend making sure that you are observing your baby closely and supervising them, because these are all new skills. You know, they're learning how to use a spoon. They're learning how to, crunch on crunchier products, get products to their mouth. It's a lot of new skills they're doing. So you just want to make sure that you are supervising while you're doing this. All right, let's talk about our Happy Baby Puffs. These are really popular. It's an awesome hard-sided container, so you can keep it in your diaper bag. It's also resealable. So you've got a little plastic in here. Take that off. Once you're done, you can just close it, and it's a little airtight container. Our puffs, again, we go back to interesting ingredients. This one's apple and broccoli. We do one with purple carrots. We've got another one with beets. We've got about 6 flavors of the puffs. And these are really good. I don't know if you can see that. I've got one out here. They're just a little round, little puff snack. So these are awesome for self-feeding. Your baby can practice their pincher grasp, practice that hand-eye coordination, getting it up from the table to their mouth. These will also dissolve in their mouth, so they don't need to be able to chew it. They can just get it in there, kind of suck on it, gum it a little bit, and then swallow it. We're also the only brand that includes choline in our puffs. And choline is essential for baby's brain and eye development. As you are nursing and you're getting choline from your diet and your prenatals, and your baby's getting those benefits. But once you stop nursing, it's hard to get enough choline in your regular diet to make it have an effect for your baby. So we've included choline in all of our puffs. It's just another way that we're providing this nutrition to your baby as they go through the stages, and we're continuing in for that essential eye and brain development. And we really talk about the first 1,000 days of your baby's life, which is while they're in utero, and then the next 2 years. Which is really kind of your time to, like we talked about earlier, develop their palate, introduce a lot of different flavors, and continue that eye and brain development. Okay, I have just a couple of minutes left. I'm going to talk really quick about the yogis, and then we're going to be over in our booth for another half an hour. We're going to be raffling off a $50 giveaway box, so please head on over to the booth, and we would love to join you there in a couple of minutes. Our yogis. If any of you are on your second or third, or you have nieces or nephews, I'm sure you've seen these. These have been around forever. They're very popular. It's a freeze-dried yogurt snack. This is for crawling baby. It also melts in the baby's mouth, and it's gluten-free. What you're getting with this is you're getting the benefit of the calcium through the dairy, and you're also getting probiotics. So these help with digestion and bone growth and all the things that calcium do. These come in a bunch of different flavors, little small discs they can put in their mouth. And then we also have a non-dairy version, which is our Creamies. So these are made with coconut milk, and they also include 40% veggies, 40% serving of veggies. So this one is apple, spinach, pea, and kiwi, and this one is strawberry, raspberry, and carrot. So really interesting ingredients where we're bringing in a nice mix of fruits and vegetables and helping your baby snack in a healthy manner. All right, I'm just about out of time. I've got one more minute. Come join us on Facebook, Happy Parents Community. We would love to have you over there. Like I said, we do some exclusive behind-the-scene offers there, and it's just a really nice community to join. And check out our website for the Happy Baby Expert chat line where you can get your questions answered, and a whole ton of articles. Our products are available in all the stores, all the major stores, Walmart, Target, Safeway, King Soopers, and of course on Amazon. So head on over. I'll be in the booth in about 10 minutes, and I would love to answer any questions that you have over there. Thank you so much, mamas. Congratulations. We're excited to be here with you.